Hello again! Yes, this is exactly what I wore in the last entry because I filmed these back to back. Because A, I don't know when my family is actually going to be home next for me to record these things, and two, I'm working with 3 different fucking schedules here. I'm working on the actual production schedule, I'm working on the schedule for videoing these, and I'm working with the schedule for actually uploading them, which is a mess as it is and doesn't even know what's going. Let's just start. God. Some time ago, pretty much everything I talk about in these entries happened like at least a week ago because I can't get my shit together at any given point. The first promo video for Roommate's Life from Apartment 19 was created. It was written by the assistant director Ryan, recorded by our friend Tay Broadley, starring actors Mike and Abby, and details the audition Tina has with John sometime before the events of the story. I didn't actually have to show up because I didn't have anything to do with the filming, but I thought I'd show up anyway because, you know, I like to turn up to everything because I want to be a part of everything. I could only be there for like an hour or so because I had other shit to do. And once I got there, all I did was sit in the corner and watch. And then a week or two later, Tina, the name of the promo, was released not online initially, but shown at the Nexus Gala Night at Murdoch University. Yes, it was first advertised at the celebration night of the whole year of theatre, where like a lot of the theatre scene ended up being. So like if people didn't know this was going on, they sure as hell do now. It was projected right on the big screen for everyone to see, and it was great. And I watched it from backstage, and I nearly cried. I was just staring at it, and I heard people like occasionally laughing at one of the jokes, and then right at the end they clapped. And my soul was in the sky! It was cool. So now Top and Tail Theatre have released it publicly online on their new YouTube account, which I will link below. Speaking of advertising, the Fringe catalogue is out. So like the magazine with like every Fringe show in it is like public and like released in its physical form for anyone to pick up. Back when the catalogue was first announced, when we were actually allowed to say that we had a show in Fringe. The day the first of these entries was uploaded, because that was the earliest I was allowed to upload it, I just kept refreshing the internet page, waiting for like it to tick over to midnight and for it to say like, Fringe is open, here's the online catalogue. So I refreshed till midnight, and then I saw it, and I screamed, and I freaked out a little bit. I looked through the online catalogue, like frankly trying to find like Roommates Live from Apartment at Studio 411. There it is. There it is. And I saw it. I stared at the page for the show that I wrote. It's going up. And it's officially on the Fringe website and in their physical Fringe magazine thing. And of course, as soon as that embargo was lifted, everyone was like, hey, we're in Fringe! Everyone come to this Fringe show! And I started like telling everyone like, hey, everyone, by the way, remember that show I wrote? It's in Fringe. Yeah! A few days after that, my friend sent me a photo that she'd taken of the physical program, of like the little thing that said Roommates. She's like, Sean! There it is! I'm like, oh, there it is! And now I need to get one of these like program things for myself. We were talking about it in one of the rehearsals, and we were joking like, oh, we should just have like a group outing into the city where we actually get these physical things, then we can like get it. It'll be nice, it'll be cute, it'll be fun. I don't think they realize that I'm totally fucking up for that, because I really do want a physical copy, but it's like a big thing for me, so of course I want to make a big deal out of it, because like, what else are you gonna do? Trek on down by yourself, pick it up, take a selfie and go home? No, you make a big fucking deal, because to me it is. There's also been other production meeting stuff going down. So far the sound guy has threatened to use the cheesiest 80s sitcom music possible, something from the soundtrack of Neon Genesis Evangelion, and some amalgamation of multiple sitcom openings that will probably land him in copyright hell. I'm not actually opposed to any of these, but you know, he's working on that. The girl who's looking into costume wants my character to wear one of my shirts. She thought it'd be funny if Alex was wearing my shirt that says "Nostalgia is Dead," which has probably appeared on this channel before, I'm sure it's somewhere. Which I actually find really funny, because that's not a shirt that I got at like a store or anything, that's something I put on Redbubble myself. So, like, I would be wearing my own clothes in this show that I wrote myself. I'm becoming like a black hole of egotism, but it's funny, so it's okay. Also, another one of the actresses, Sarah, the girl who plays Mandy, is really got some good ideas for set, so we've actually like brought her on to do set as well. Somehow none of us had ever thought of mucking up sets in like The Sims before Sarah showed up. That alone is like, wow, yeah, please help. She has so many more ideas than me. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get edged out, but that's okay. By edged out, I kind of mean like let her do all the work, because she actually knows what she's doing. She's actually like kind of like seriously into interior design, so she actually knows what she's talking about, hence. And speaking of set, we finally rehearsed in the actual space that we're going to be performing in for the first time. I recorded none of it because we were rehearsing my scene. Cool, that's my moment done. I should really, like, introduce the cast at some point. I mean, like, you've seen footage of them already, but I haven't actually told you who anyone is. I'll get to that eventually. Maybe it'll be in the next one, who knows. Anyway, while I wasn't acting on the stage, me and Sarah were, like, looking through Gumtree and all these kinds of things to find, like, really cheap furniture that we can get, because we need furniture for this apartment set. And we found out that Ryan, our assistant director, has talked to the people from the show before us, and it shouldn't actually be too hard to switch sets. It might actually be easier now, because they also have an apartment style element to their set. I'm not entirely sure on the details. I should have written it down. I'm a terrible set designer. All I know is that I heard the words kitchen things in their set, and I'm like, hey, help, please. So that might happen. With all these ideas from like me and the director and the assistant director and the show before us, and both Kaya and Sarah, all these ideas like kind of melding together with like what we're physically able to do, what we're allowed to do, like all the stuff that we need to get, the compromises, the ludicrous ideas that we keep coming up with. It's all like coming together into like some weird hybrid of like what I imagined it would be and what we're actually able to do. All coming together in one big twisted mess that's actually going to look pretty good because we have cool people who are doing good things. It's all coming together now. I'm so thirsty. I need to drink a gallon of water. Luckily, that's all I needed to talk about today, so I will see you next time. Maybe I'll introduce the cast and crew at some point, like an actual person involved with them. Who knows? Alright, cool. See ya.